Yalla.
Hey, Coach, I want to ask you about the last few seconds there. There was a lot going on, but it seemed like you had plenty to draw up. First, kind of reactions to what you had to endure as far as the last several seconds, everyone did, and then how you feel your team responded.
I mean, we executed that play, the one that the scorekeeper started the clock before the ball was touched and took away a basket that would have sent the game into overtime. We should be playing overtime right now. I don't know if it was the scoreboard malfunction or if it was actually the scorekeeper who started it early. I would guess it's the scorekeeper because it's not automated. So somebody made a really big mistake and stole the game from us. Other than that, Dustin Gray is the one who draws up our ATO plays. I'm a really big believer in putting your ego aside and letting people who are good at what they do it. And Dustin is extremely good at drawing up plays. He's good with X's and O's, and so he's the one who deserves the credit for putting us in position to score a few times there late game. And ATO in general, he's been really good.
Jackie Powell.
Hey, Walt, I wanted to know what you made of how Joyner Holmes was able to step up. There were 3 people who scored in double digits, AZB, Leja, but also Joyner.
Joyner, I've been challenging Joyner a lot. I don't think we've seen remotely what Joyner Holmes is capable of. I thought we saw little bursts of it tonight. The thing that's stopped her from being on the court more is consistency, rebounding, defending, just attention to detail, really on both ends, remembering plays, executing. She's still got a lot to learn in that regard, but boy, when you see her do some things, I mean, I think it was Asia she took off the dribble and just missed a lefty layup. She hit a huge 3 for us. I mean, she did so many good things, and she really stepped up. And I told her after the game, hey, there's a lot more room, to grow, and that was the message across the board. To tell the players that, hey, this is let's acknowledge what happened. We got one stolen from us tonight. Thought there was a lot of questionable calls for Asia Wilson. I think she got some superstar calls tonight. Hey, and that's part of the game, I guess. I'm a rookie head coach, and we got a lot of rookies, and we're paying for it. I thought our team deserved to win that game. I thought our players deserved to win that game.
Jeff Magliochetti.
Hey, Coach, sorry things didn't go your way. So what do you tell your team after a game like that? What was the message in the post-game locker room from you to them?
Well, it was what I just said, essentially, but I said it in different words, as you can imagine. And then I said what we really need to focus on. That was about the first 10 seconds of the post-game, and then the next 15 minutes was about all the growth and about the fact that this is a potential title team. This is a team that could be in the WNBA finals. It's an extremely talented, well-coached team. And we played them to the very end. We played them the last possession. I mean, we did a really good job defensively. I mean, if it wasn't for Asia going to the free throw line every single possession, it seemed like this would have been a different outcome. So I told the team that we have so much to be proud of. And look, it's not an attack on the referees. It's not, I know that they do their best. They're not biased. It's nothing like that. It's more just, Asia, she gets a lot of calls, but she's earned them. So, it's important for the players to know. And I said that hey, this is the way of the game. It's in the NBA and the WNBA and at every level, the stars get calls and they've earned that. And they're really good at putting themselves in position to get fouled. And it's not to take away anything from Asia either, because she's a heck of a player.
Azar Johnson.
Hey, Coach. This is Azar from MD Magazine. I was basically asking that now with maybe a few minutes to reflect past the game. Do you regret taking out Amanda Zahui B for the time that you did take her out for? because she was kind of hot and she was leading the charge, and then you took her out, and then it kind of didn't see her pick back up.
That's why we took her out. She had 4 fouls, and we couldn't afford to not have her in the fourth quarter. So, no, I don't regret it.
Miles Ehrlich.
Hey, Coach. In the first half, you guys had 11 assists and just 5 turnovers. And then in the second half, you had 6 assists but 9 turnovers. Was that a byproduct of Vegas upping the pressure, or you guys dribbling out the clock? What happened there?
I think Vegas did a good job pressuring us. And we kind of got away from what we were trying to do in terms of, back cutting to relieve pressure. I thought Lay had a little bit of trouble with the pressure at points. And I thought that Vegas did a really good job of applying it. I mean, they're good. I mean, Vegas is a good team. So, I think it's all of it is learning. It's room for learning for us. We've been working a lot against traps and things like that. We didn't see a ton of that tonight. We just saw some really good on-ball pressure, and I thought it sped us up and took us out of our stuff a little bit. So, yet another thing to go back to the drawing board on.
Mike Patton.
Right, Mike Patton, the three-point conversion. Last couple of games, you've seen a lot of growth out of your team. What has been the most impressive thing that you've seen out of your team the last couple of games, with the win and then, of course, playing the Aces very close tonight?
A lot, Mike, a lot. We held Washington, I think, to 1 or 2 offensive rebounds. We held the best rebounding team in the league to 5 offensive rebounds tonight. We held them under their average by, I think, 12 points. I think they average 88. And so 10 points. I was really, really impressed with our defense, and it took a great individual effort from Asia Wilson to beat us tonight. And that's impressive because that's a really good team. And so that speaks volumes about how this group is responding to their games early in the season, to what we're teaching, to them being open-minded, to them not, losing their cool in big moments. I think for a young team that's just coming together with all of the new that there is, this game is like a massive net positive for us. So we celebrated for, like I said, about 95% of that locker room talk was celebrating that, we did all the things necessary to win that game.
Max O'Neal.
Tough loss today, Coach. What happened late in the game on the jump ball when Clarendon got called for the delay of game, and it looked like on the broadcast that you told her something?
Yeah, we were in a compromised position defensively. We had our 2 bigs run underneath the basket, and had there been a tip going the other way, we would have been in big trouble. So it made more sense to go ahead and violate, get a delay of game, so that, one, either it's just Vegas's ball and they have to take it out and we're allowed to be in a good defensive position, or 2, that the delay of game, like it happened, where then we get to reset and get everybody where they needed to be to protect the basket.
Last question, Rafiq.
Okay. What are your impressions about Amanda Zahui B's efforts on the court despite the late second loss to Wilson?
Zaui's been phenomenal. She's been absolutely phenomenal. She had no turnovers, 6 of 9 from 3, rebounded her butt off again, 9 rebounds. I mean, she had a block. It was just the foul trouble. I mean, Zahui could have had a monster game. It's hard because you can't. We're without Kylie Shook right now, and we just couldn't take the chance of having either one of them not available for the fourth quarter. So it's unfortunate, but we had to do the same thing with Leisure when she got into foul trouble last game. It's hard because we depend on them a lot, and so it's just a situation where we have to keep working on what's getting us into these situations where some of our starters are getting into foul trouble, and keep trying to avoid it. But for the most part, I thought Amanda was phenomenal, just phenomenal.
Thank you, Coach. Next, we're going to have Amanda Zahui.
Hey Zahui, can you just talk to us a little bit about what you and those on the court were saying in those last final seconds as you're trying to figure out the clock and everything that was going on to try and keep focused?
We try to win the game, you know, trying to win the game, trying to stay positive and encourage each other to go up strong once we catch the ball. Yeah, but this was tough, you know. We would put ourselves in a great position to win, and it's tough playing against a lot of people when you're only 5 out there.
Max O'Neal.
Enzo, how important was it for you to take over in a tight game today, even though you did come out in the losing end?
Wait, can you repeat your question, please?
How important was it for you, to take over in a tight game today despite the loss?
Like, take what's good, or I don't understand your question, sorry.
You played well. You dropped 20 points and you led the Liberty with the 20 points. So you really sort of took the game over. You played well for the Liberty despite the tight loss is what I'm trying to say. Sorry about that.
Yeah, so I think I said it after last game. My focus is different now. I haven't been giving my team what they needed in order to be successful in this league and win games. And I just reevaluated myself and put a different kind of focus. So, I mean, you're always trying to play your best. No matter what, you're always trying to win the game. So, yeah.
Jackie Powell.
Hey, Amanda, I wanted to know what you thought of Joyner Holmes' performance. She sort of came in when you had some foul trouble, and she was able to score in double digits tonight.
Yeah, that may be nice. She is really nice. We all trying to push her out of her shell to be more aggressive and to allow herself to be great. She has to believe it, and I think it's starting to click that she actually can be great in this league, and it's a beautiful thing to witness, right? She's doing very well, and it's not just the basketball skills. She is talking so much and helping us out and being vocal, and I am so proud of that, and it's just going to get better and greater.
Jeff Magliochetti.
Hi, Amanda. Great game tonight. As one of this team's veteran leaders, what is your message to the young players after a game like that, where you have a lead for the majority of it and things don't end up well on your end?
Keep pushing, keep building. I think the first thing we said when we walked into the locker room was that we have really grown and got better from our first game. And if this would have been a week ago, we could have lost by 30, but we didn't. And we fought throughout the whole game, and we stayed together, and we just got to keep on building. We're a young team, and people really don't believe in us, and we got to earn everything. We have to earn everything, every single second on the floor. And I am very proud of my teammates for just showing up, man. Like, this is great. This journey is about to be greater than what we thought.
Azar Johnson.
Hi, Zahui. This is Azar from Envy Magazine. I was basically wanting to know. After a loss like this, clearly you just stated the message you'll lead to the rookies. You have the team. You got to face the Sparks Tuesday. So, what do you feel, in your opinion, do you have to do to beat the Sparks?
Keep playing and keep building. Right? That's what we've been doing every game. And we just keep getting better, and we're getting tougher mentally. And we are starting to get how to play in this league to be successful. So we're not going to do anything different than what we've been doing. We're just going to focus on ourselves and our growth and celebrate all the small victories that we are gaining throughout this journey.
Thanks, Zahui. Next up, we're going to have Kiah Stokes. Start with Jackie Powell.
Hey, Kiah. Sorry about that tough loss. Y'all played really hard, though. So what I wanted to know was, what did you make of Joyner Holmes' performance to be able to come in there when Zahui was having some foul trouble and to really be able to help you down on the post there against Asia Wilson?
I mean, she's an amazing player. We've all known that at practice. It's really funny because one of the things that Walt said earlier today was like, if you're coming off the bench, you have a short leash, so we expect a lot from you. And I think she stepped up to the challenge, especially when Zahui got in foul trouble. I mean, she's an instant spark off the bench. She's hilarious. She's a hard worker, and she definitely came to play today. And I think you guys saw, just the tip of what she can do. I mean, we all see it at practice, but now she's starting to do it in games, so you guys can see it more.
Mike Patton.
Mike Patton, the three-point conversion. Just wanted to ask, the last couple of games, you won the first one on Friday, and then, obviously the loss to that today. What can you say you've seen the last couple of games out of this team that you maybe weren't seeing at the beginning?
I think we're more focused, especially on the little things. After watching film from our first 4 games, you just saw we were not in the right places. We weren't going as hard as we could, and I think we really made an effort the last couple of days to just make sure we do the little things, especially trying to clean up turnovers, and box out and keep them off the boards. And I think that's kind of been our focus the last couple of days. And obviously we still have things to work on, but now we're actually in games or winning games. And I think just it sucks that we lost today, but it's a step in the right direction. And I think it shows us how good we can be once we kind of clean up some of the other little things. But I'm proud of this team, and we got another one on Tuesday, I think. So just kind of forget about this loss and on to the next.
Rafiq Lewison.
This Tuesday, you guys are going to be facing Los Angeles Sparks, looking to rebound for this late second loss. Tell me what it's going to be like going up against Candace Parker and the Sparks.
I mean, I love Candace. She's such a nice person, but she's a veteran player. She's tough. She's a great scorer, a facilitator. It's gonna be tough, but I think we can use our youth to our advantage. They have a lot of, I want to say old, but they have a lot of veteran players, and this wear and tear could affect them more than they think. I know for us, we have fresh young legs, and we can try to use it to our advantage. But like I said, she's a great leader, a great teammate, a great scorer. Especially her with Chelsea and Nneka. I mean, you guys know them. It's going to be tough, but if we just stick to our game plan, do what we got to do, and just try to out-hustle them, I think we have a chance. We definitely have a shot.
Last question, Azar Johnson.
Hey, Kiah. I wanted to know, when you have a game like you guys won, you finally won a game the other night, and then you come in tonight, and then you lose. It's a heartbreaking loss. Are you concerned on any level about the young players' mindset going into the game Tuesday? Do you feel like there's something that maybe you need to say to them to just take this, push this away, and let's go Tuesday?
I don't think so. We have a great group of players. Our rookies are awesome. They work hard. They kind of know what it is. They've been thrown into the fire. It sucks that we lost tonight after we worked so hard, and we're up at half. It's very frustrating, but like I said, we have such a quick turnaround. There's no time to dwell on the loss. So we're just going to watch film, take what we learned, and just get on to the next one. And for a lot of these girls, this is their first time playing against, their first time playing against, stars of the team with Chelsea and Nneka and Candace. Like, it's exciting. And they're growing every day and they're learning. So, like I said, it sucks that we lost, but on to the next one. We got a lot of things going, and we don't really have time to dwell because, like I said, our games are back to back, which is a blessing and a curse because it's like you can forget about the previous game and just worry about the next one.
Thank you, Kiah. Thank you all. We'll be sending out the recording shortly. Thank you.